Welcome to The American Dream, a positive show about real estate, lifestyle, and culture. I'm your host, Craig Sewing, excited for today's show. Today, we're going up to Minnesota, and we're going to be sitting down and interviewing and sharing the stories of Julie and Daniel Desrochers. We're going to show you all around the marketplace. You're going to love this episode. Let's get The American Dream started right now.
The search is over, baby. I'm right here, and I got it.
The American Dream, the only show that combats negative media, not owned by a network, commercial-free, unscripted.
I got it.
These are stories for you and by you.
I got it.
Welcome to 50th in France. In our first episode, we shared some things with you about our business and our story. In today's episode, we're going to share some surprising things about the community we both live and work in, Edina, Minnesota.
First, we're going to take you over to a luxury condo just steps away from where we are. And then we're going to go and introduce you to one of our favorite restaurants, Salut. And then we're going to give you an introduction to one of our favorite builders that does a lot of our teardowns right here in Edina, Stone Cottage Construction. Welcome to 5000 France Avenue South. One thing that may surprise you is that some of the most luxurious condos in all of the Twin Cities are right here in Edina.
Should we show them this luxurious listing?
Absolutely.
Let's go take a look.
Here we are inside. Don't let the word condo fool you. This property lives more like a luxury home. It is 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2-car underground heated parking, and a full exercise facility. Truly a great home.
This kitchen is great, and I really love how open it is to the rest of the condo. It features walnut cabinets, Wolf 5-burner cooktop, double ovens, granite countertops, and I love this hidden pantry.
In most condos, you don't have enough square footage to actually have a large family room. This condo is over 2,300 square feet, so we have that, a nice big entertaining family room. Built-in TVs, surround sound, and a covered porch overlooking 50th in France. This condo really is entertaining.
The quality of craftsmanship in this condo is really evident in the master bedroom. I love the crown molding in the ceiling with the recessed lights. We have surround sound again in the master, and we have huge Marvin windows overlooking France Avenue. The master ensuite, bath, and closet are truly amazing. I really love all the built-ins in the closet. The bathroom features a dual vanity, beautiful travertine tile, and a bathtub big enough to fit a 6'2" man.
Yep, private tub and a nice big walk-in shower.
One of the advantages of a condo this large is that it has a true second suite. This is a private bedroom with a private attached ensuite 3/4 bath that's great for kids or guests that may be visiting from out of town.
One of the things Julie and I really love about this home is that you have this beautiful covered porch. It's got a natural gas line hookup for entertaining, maybe in the warmer months, but you are truly overlooking 50th in France. You can walk to all the shops, all the restaurants. What a great place to live. I don't know about you, Julie, but looking at that condo made me hungry. Let's head over to Salut for some pommes frites and some French onion soup. Donna, a big part of our business is taking our clients out for business lunches, celebratory dinners, and Salut and Parasole have been instrumental in that for us. Can you tell us a little bit about Salut?
Salut really came to be in 2005, and one of the reasons why was the fact that our founding father lived in Edina. He loved French food, wasn't crazy about the French people, and wanted a place that he could feel comfortable going on a Tuesday night or a Saturday night. So we've been busy and in business since 2005. And we had, in 2008, we built a neighborhood Salut over in the Grand Avenue. But this one was the mothership for Salut to start.
We go to both of them, but this is our favorite because we spent so much time living and working here in Edina. And
Yep.
it's been really great.
Well, the nice thing about Salut is it's a place that you can go any night of the week and get a cheeseburger if you'd like, and a beer or a soda. And then you could go on a special date and celebrate a milestone and go all out with lobster or steak and have a bottle of Dom Perignon. So,
Love it.
yeah, it's great.
Donna, tell us why Salut is such a great neighborhood spot.
It's a great neighborhood spot because if you go out the door, you can see all kinds of cute little businesses that many of them are owned and operated by the owner themselves, so you can see that. There's a movie theater that's close by. There's a lot of single family and multiple family dwellings that are within a couple footsteps away. So it's just the perfect place to go and have dinner, go to a movie, go shopping without getting in a car and going. And there aren't a lot of neighborhoods where you have all of this so conveniently located.
Perfect date night spot.
It's a perfect date night spot. It is.
Well, downtown, Edina, 50th and France, is truly like its own little city. And we love that we can come here on a date night, or we can bring clients here. And you can go see a show, you can go grocery shopping, and still come here for a nice dinner and a drink.
You really can. And it's just it's an easy feeling. It's a beautiful restaurant. It's not stuffy. It's something, we're not fancy French. Although I will tell you that if you're going to order an item like the steak frite or the French onion soup, it is going to be as authentic as if you get it in Paris. But that being said, one of the biggest sellers is the cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. You can't go wrong with the cheeseburger.
No,
of course.
you can't.
No.
We have affordable wines. Who doesn't love a glass of wine at the end of the day, that you can pronounce. You don't have to be intimidated to come here. You don't have to know French to be able to order. You have very friendly people who will help you through the menu and will make sure the choice that you get is perfect.
It's just a little different than all those other restaurants that you normally go to. You feel like you're in Edina, but you're stepping a little away from it too.
It's a great escape. And in the fact that you can't really go to France right now and enjoy those beautiful bistros, this is the perfect spot to go because you do feel like there is an escape. You can tell it's a little different. They are foods that you might not often cook at home, which makes it a treat.
And we always have great service here, great food. The bartenders are fabulous, the chefs are fabulous, right down to the people managing the restaurants.
We're very lucky, we're very grateful that we have a staff that really truly cares. They're very entrepreneurial. They take care of the place. They really treat the restaurant like it is their own. And they are the ones that cultivate the great relationships between the guests and the staff. So we couldn't do it without them.
I also want to comment on a very diverse menu.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can have French onion soup, you can have the steak frites, you can have a shrimp cocktail, salad, great desserts like creme brulee. It really is a full menu. So even if you're not craving French food, if one person's craving French and the other one's craving steak and fries, they're calling it steak frites, but it's steak and fries, and you can still have some great multicultural food.
You can. The French were heavily influenced around the world. So you can have a banh mi. Morocco, you can have a great tagine, which is, a great Moroccan dish, but, French influence. Louisiana, New Orleans, it is a big playpen. it is getting really good quality food and preparing it in a manner that enhances.
We love open kitchens. We love to see that people are back there cooking, it's open, and the people actually have a passion for what they're making instead of just going to work.
Yeah. We're really grateful and very lucky that we have a very, very consistent kitchen staff. You'll meet Zach, our executive chef, and Zach is very particular about the ingredients that he uses. He's making sure that the recipes are being followed consistently, so it doesn't make any difference who is back there cooking. And it is a labor of love for them. It really is. They do it because they have become so familiar with each other as a team. They don't ever want to let anybody down. And they also have a lot of regular guests that come and see them. And they don't want to let their regular guests down. They are cooking for friends and family. And when you have that kind of mindset, everything changes, right? Everything changes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
It's nice to have a family feeling restaurant where everybody does get along. From our experience, a really affordable price too. I've never been in here and felt like, oh my God, that was expensive. It's always been just perfect.
you can eat very, very well for an affordable price.
Things have changed in the dining experience. How have you guys shifted towards dealing with that?
We had to, and although we'd love people to come into the restaurant, we know and we knew that we had to have a more robust takeout menu because, let's face it, people are dining in at home more now than ever before. So Zach and his team have put together some great family meals which can be reheated and served at home. They serve between 4 and 6. And also, anything on our menu can be taken out. We have curbside, so you don't even have to get out of your car. You just let us know when you are here. We'll run it out to you. And those things are not going to change. Those are going to be with us from now on. It's just a lifestyle change. So we welcome people to have our food, whether it is here or in the comforts of their own home.
We've started getting takeout food and delivering it to our client's home, and then we take ours to our house, and then we call them on Zoom, so they've got dinner at their house, we've got dinner at our house, we each have our bottle of wine, and we're toasting on Zoom and enjoying your food. It's been amazing.
That's great. That's what we love to hear, because breaking bread, whether it is you here and your friends over there, you still have a sense of camaraderie, right? And that is what sharing a meal is all about.
Absolutely.
I'd like to introduce you to our executive chef here. Zach Clark, would you come on over?
Zach, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And
You
Julie.
as well.
So, Zach created a couple of dishes for us today that I'd like him to talk about.
Sure. Let's start with the appetizer. We have a jumbo shrimp cocktail. It's flavored with citrus and other herbs. Onto the entree course, you could have salmon provençal, which is a pan-seared salmon that's baked with sauce provençal on top.
What's sauce provençal?
It's a sauce of tomatoes and basil and olive oil, shallots and garlic.
Can't go wrong.
And then it roasts on top of the salmon, which brings out the sweetness of the tomato. And it goes over a bed of zucchini, arugula, garlic, and squash. And for dessert, we have classic creme brulee.
That looks amazing.
Zach, thanks so much, my friend.
You're welcome.
Enough talking, let's dig in.
All right, salute!
Great food, great living. Now let's sit down with Julie and Daniel as they talk about new construction in Minnesota. You're gonna love this. Let's go check it out.
Hey guys, thanks so much for joining us here today. It's truly a pleasure. We want to take our viewers through a different experience today. We want to talk about tearing down an old home and building a new home. It's something that most people are afraid of, not familiar with, but we find it to be a really great experience and a way for people to get something they never thought they'd be able to have. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do, how long you've known each other, and so forth.
Troy and I We've been doing this for 20 years in some form or another as partners with our own business now for 10 years.
We've built, what, 30 homes probably together at this point, and they've all been completely custom. A large portion of them have been teardowns.
Why are teardowns so hot right now in cities like Edina and inner ring suburbs?
I think you've got these neighborhoods that are just great in everything they can offer. They've got the schools, they've got the restaurants, they've got everything that people want, but they don't have vacant lots. And so if you want to be in those areas, you need to tear a home down and build a new one, if that's what you're looking for. Of course, there's plenty of homes getting remodeled and plenty of homes that are not suitable candidates for teardowns, but we're finding there's a great number of people that have the desire to tear down an existing home and just get a really fabulous new home as a result.
Every project has its financial break even. At some point, remodeling just doesn't make sense when you can have a new house that has everything the way that you want it, and it's in the spot that you want it to be.
I can imagine it's not all smooth sailing. Can you tell us about some of the challenges you have with tearing an old house down and building new?
There's a lot of regulations. The stormwater maintenance or management that we have to deal with rainwater and runoff, with building sizes and making sure that you can even build the size of house or the type of house that you want to build on that particular lot.
That's part of the reason you have to have a builder that knows what they're looking for. You could easily have $20,000, $30,000 in new sewer line and water line costs. You can easily have $20,000, $30,000 in rain gardens and water management systems in your yard. And not every builder knows that. If somebody that's familiar with building out in the suburbs and just building on traditional lots, they're not ready for those types of things. So that's why it's so important to partner with people like yourselves who understand those challenges.
I would think peace of mind for people to know that when someone is coming in and building a new house in the neighborhood, that it's not going to adversely affect the neighboring homes. I mean, it's a great thing that the cities put these regulations into play.
And they're also requiring the areas that you see the teardowns happening in are having increased regulations, and maybe not regulations as much as rules and suggestions like neighborhood meetings, notification of the neighbors that you're going to be tearing this house down and putting a new one up, allowing some input and comments from them.
Yeah, I think getting along with the neighbors right up front is very important. I know we encourage our clients to actually go meet the neighbors, let them know what you're planning on doing. You're planning on living there. You want your family to raise there.
In an area like Edina, there's so many teardowns happening now that people are more used to it.
Oh yeah.
We go back 6, 8, 10 years ago, and this was a newer concept. People didn't quite know what was happening when the house was getting torn down next door and what to expect. And now you're seeing it on every street, every block.
We just tore down the other day where it has been there vacant with a roof collapsing, water in there, mold. It's a safety hazard, and the neighbors are pleased as punch to see that.
Ecstatic.
Yeah, that hey, when are you going to be tearing this thing down? We've been waiting, for years. That's why that house needed to go, and that's why teardowns do have a place in areas for certain for homes like that. But I think that we don't live in Europe where we're hundreds and hundreds of years old, housing, and there will be changeover. There will be houses that will get torn down and built better than they were before, more energy efficient than they were before, less maintenance and cost in maintaining those houses, and making the neighborhoods better.
You actually just brought up a great point, energy efficiency. The building codes now and energy codes have come a long way in just preserving energy. When you tear down an old one, you're building this new one that's typically going to be a little bigger, but the energy efficiency of these new homes is 10 times.
It's a night and day difference, absolutely. We are building for a customer right now. It's a tear down project, and they were not only interested in us meeting the codes, but exceeding them. They said, what can we do to make this home even more energy efficient? So we've added insulation under the basement floor slab, into walls and attic cavities, Granted, you could do some of those things in a remodel, but it would be nearly impossible to do all of those in a remodel. So they're going to get a super energy efficient home with very low heating and cooling costs.
When tearing a house down and rebuilding, how do you make the house look like it kind of fits into the neighborhood?
Well, some of it has to do with the regulations as far as height. If it's a neighborhood of ramblers and the client wants a 2-story, sometimes that's hard. We also have to work within the client's budget. But everybody wants the same thing. They want that neighborhood feel, and they want the values of that neighborhood to continue. And so nobody's interested in putting in a real simple house that's 5 times bigger than everybody else's house in that same area.
Yeah.
Well, as you said, that's why the city rules and regulations are in place. And it really does, the whole goal of all of this is to make our clients happy, but to keep a uniformity in the neighborhood and keep the neighborhoods looking beautiful.
Can we talk about some of the positives of tearing a house down and building a new one? I know we've done it a lot with you guys with clients. We've also done it personally with you guys on our personal homes. Why would someone want to do this?
I think it just gives the customer an opportunity to bring in all those ideas and their dreams of what they want in their home and put it all together in a brand new home. Certainly with an existing home, you can do some of those things, but can you get the layout that you want and the number of bedrooms and bathrooms that you want, while at the same time incorporating the latest trends and ideas.
From my point of view, the reason we came to you guys is very important. Our relationship's always been there for 15 years now. We've had a great relationship, which I know we really value. It's so important to be working with people that we genuinely like and genuinely trust. I tell all of our clients, as does Julie, that no matter who you build with, there's going to be a problem. You're going to get a fridge that shows up with a dent in the door or a light fixture that shows up broken. But it's how you guys take care of it. We truly believe that at the end of the day, their home is going to be perfect. You guys don't cut any corners. Tell us a little bit about each one of your roles.
I'm really doing the client meetings at the beginning, the talking about plans and designing the house, worrying about the regulations that we have to get through in each of these cities, and getting it through the contract and the pricing, really the upfront work.
I take over at that point where the construction begins. We're excavating now, we're putting a foundation in. Troy's handed it off to me for the project management to completion, so our roles are different.
I think something else to mention that's unique about our company is you're working with one of the owners of the company. And from the beginning to the end, you're always working with one of us.
That's actually something that's very important to me. The process building with Troy and Brian and Stone Cottage, it's you guys.
We've built really great relationships with our clients, and I always feel really good bringing them to you guys to build their dream home because I know that they're going to get an amazing experience.
Well, that's a big part of what realtors do for us is bring clients to builders that can provide them with exactly what they're looking for. I have yet to sit at the closing table and not have a customer with a smile on their face.
Well, this has been great. Thank you so much for taking time out of your guys' busy schedule to meet with us today, explain the process of tearing down a house, building a new one, and just explain a little bit about yourselves and your process. We love working with you guys, and we just wanted to share that with our viewers.
Thank you for having us here.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Well, I love the new construction stuff, but what about some of the properties that Daniel and Julie have on the market right now? They're going to show you some. Let's go check it out.
Filled with updates and completely move-in ready, 5817 Ashcroft Avenue will never keep you far from great dining, shopping, and entertainment options or Edina's award-winning schools. Upon entering the 4-bed, 3-bath home, you're met by a sun-filled living room accented by gleaming hardwood floors, handsome wood ceiling beams, and a cozy double-sided wood-burning fireplace with brick surround. From there, you easily flow into the kitchen, stocked with new stainless steel appliances, alluring new laminate wood flooring, center island peninsula with breakfast bar seating, and new countertops. Also conveniently located on the main level are 3 bedrooms, including the lovely master suite. Downstairs, you'll find a spacious family room and dry bar, perfect for entertaining, as well as an additional 4th bedroom. Built in 2018 in Rosemount's desirable 196 school district is 13267 Alden Avenue. This 5-bed, 4-bath, 2-story offers serene wetland views near numerous parks, including Lebanon Hills Regional. This home knows how to make an entrance grand. When you step inside, you're met by an impressive great room with soaring 19-foot ceilings and expansive windows, creating a bright and welcoming environment. Just off the great room is the formal dining room, perfect for hosting a dinner party or holiday gatherings. Continuing through the main level, you'll find a spacious kitchen open to a beautiful family room, private office, and a mudroom equipped with handy built-in cubbies, all with 9-foot ceilings and gleaming wood floors, as well as crisp white enamel woodwork and bronze finishes found throughout the entire home. Heading upstairs, 4 spacious bedrooms await, including the master and its stunning private bath. Welcome to 4885 County Road 151 in Minnetrista. This impressive 5-bed, 4-bath executive home on over 4 acres is set in a prime location with easy access to Minneapolis, Lake Minnetonka, and the highly sought-after Orono schools. This interior designer's personal home includes an attached 3-car garage and a separate 4-car garage with heat and compressor lines. Inside lies a large open kitchen and family room with ample space to host grand parties, 4 bedrooms on the main level, 2 laundry rooms, and a large bonus area upstairs awaiting your finishing touch. On the lower level, you will find an exquisite new remodel with absolutely no space left untouched, including a large home movie theater, stunning wet bar, a well-appointed guest bedroom, and a large game room with space to spare. Nestled in St. Paul's Highland neighborhood on a sizable corner lot resides 1883 Graham Avenue. Enjoy the outdoors from your fantastic backyard, fully enclosed by a maintenance-free privacy fence. The tiled patio is the perfect spot for anything from grilling to an outdoor seating area. Flex your green thumb by adding to the existing lush landscaping, planting your own garden in the beds, or harvesting fruit from the bountiful apple and pear trees on the property. Step into this 4-bed, 2-bath rambler to be greeted by wonderfully updated living spaces after a 2013 remodel. Gorgeous from the kitchen and its quartz tile backsplash and ample storage and counter space, to the lower level, expansive enough for a family room, rec space, and a future wet bar already plumbed and awaiting your own finishing touch.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of The American Dream up in Minnesota with Daniel and Julie Desrochers. Don't forget, you can also follow the show on Facebook at The American Dream. This is your show, not ours. We just get to reflect the great stories back to you. That's all for today. Cheers to your American Dream.